Breast inflammation and mastitis can be a common concern in breastfeeding mothers. Breast inflammation feels like a tender, sore lump in the breast, which can occur when a milk duct doesn't drain properly. This causes inflammation of the surrounding tissue and can lead to mastitis if not treated carefully. Joelleen, when would breast inflammation occur?
Usually it's because the milk isn't being drained from the breast properly. So firstly, we would always look at the baby's latch. We don't want any pain. We want to make sure that the baby's latch really deeply and removing the milk really efficiently. And then the other thing that I see is that the supply is being overstimulated, whether that's pumping too much too soon or using a really strong milk collecting device that is causing just an excess of milk to be lingering in the breast.
And what is the sign of breast inflammation and lumps?
So there's a few signs. So generally we'd see redness, we would see pain or tenderness, we would also see heat.
So your breasts feel like super warm and tender.
Lots of blood flow.
So what are the few ways that we could resolve breast inflammation?
So there are a few ways. Firstly, correcting the latch and really making sure that the baby is latched deeply, effectively draining the milk is so important to do first. And then we also want to make sure that that milk supply is well balanced for that baby. So we don't want to be making too much milk and actually trying to pump extra milk. That is not helpful.
Okay, so we're avoiding that. And then what about things like cold therapy?
So when there's inflammation, there's usually heat and pain, and ice and cold therapy is really important for that.
Great, so we love the body ice, which you can use around your breast just to help soothe the redness.
Yeah, very soothing.
Yeah, nice. And then Lactamo, which you could also put in kind of cold water to cool it down.
And just gently massage that onto the breast.
Yeah, great. And then we also hear a lot about nutrition and how important that is. What do you recommend?
So as well as resting, I recommend lots of hydration, and hydrating with an electrolyte powder can make that more effective.
Great, so dosing up on Mimi and Me Hydra Mama.
Yeah, which are really tasty.
Yeah, and then we hear a lot about probiotic strains being really helpful.
Yeah, so there's a specific strain that Kiara have isolated, and this is a really good strain to help support the breast health and also your baby's gut microbiome.
So what would you do if that's not helping?
Yeah, so if you're not noticing your symptoms are improving by 12 to 24 hours, it's important to get the support of a lactation consultant or a GP lactation consultant for possible antibiotics.
So in this case, it could be mastitis?
Potentially, and the symptoms are quite similar to breast inflammation. So you also have fever, flu-like symptoms, and just generally feeling really crap. And it can be quite common. So 20% of breastfeeding mothers can actually experience mastitis.
So how would we prevent mastitis from occurring in the first place?
So a really great way to start is to work on your own microflora. A lot of pregnant people and breastfeeding mothers rely on Kiara Pregnancy and Breastfeeding Probiotic. This probiotic is isolated from human breast milk and contains a patented probiotic strain that may help to maintain a healthy microflora, important for you and your baby before, during, and after pregnancy. It can restore the balance of good bacteria in breast milk that may have been disrupted by antibiotics or other external factors, as well as relieve or reduce breast pain and discomfort associated with mastitis and the recurrence of mastitis.